up, guys? Live Eventually checking in. Nice to meet you. Today we got a great one for you guys. How fast can you build an emergency fund, guys? A lot faster than you think. All you're gonna need is some discipline and some diligence. You can build up your emergency fund, guys. Like we always talk about, over 65% of Americans cannot cover a $1,000 emergency, right? So we're gonna help you guys build up your emergency fund in a clear, concise way. That way you can put yourself in the top percentile of just savers in America, right? America, over 45% of American households carry over $30,000 worth of debt, guys. So you can just put yourself in that $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 savings range, just in your savings alone. Think about how more off you will be. Then eventually, stay tuned.
All right, guys, we're just gonna start off with something basic. $5,000 in your emergency fund. That's not very much money, but this can be the difference between paying a few bills in a crisis situation when you're unable to. So let's break it down. If you are willing, in a 3-month period, only 13 weeks, put aside $385 weekly. In that period of time, you will have accumulated $5,005. That is just in 13 weeks. That is only 3 months. Now let's move. If you don't want to put that big of chunk of change in that small amount of time, let's move to 6-month period. That's only 26 weeks. That means that what you're gonna do is put forward $143. $143 a week, think about that. Think about what you spend your money on a weekly basis. Maybe you go out to the bars, the clubs, maybe you buy designer jewelry, things weekly. You have Amazon packages coming every day. How about you split those things in half and start putting about $143 a week in a 26-week period of time, and that's gonna give you $5,018. Now, if that is still too quick, and if that's still too much money to put forward, let's just talk about a year plan. Let's make a year plan, only 52 weeks, 1 year. A lot can happen in a year, but guess what? If you're putting $97 a week towards your emergency fund, you're gonna accumulate $5,044. That's it, $97 a week. Think about how much you spend on a weekly basis on just foolishness. Think about it, honestly.
You real yourself now. You know, a lot of y'all got multiple OF accounts. Not gonna name no name. So that alone could get you to your $97 every week, 52 weeks, $5,000 right there in your savings account. That's gonna put you in the top 20, 15% tile of Americans with savings. Just with saving, guys. Just with saving, set yourself up. All right, guys. Let's say you want to do it big. You want to save up $10,000, guys. $10,000. So all you're gonna need to do in a 3-month period of time, 13 weeks, put aside $770. Put that aside for 13 weeks, and you're gonna save up $10,010, guys. Just like that. In a 13-week period, you're gonna have $10,000 in your bank account, guys. Let's say you don't have $770 to put aside, which is totally understandable. In a 6-month period of time, 26 weeks, all you're gonna need to be putting aside is $386. $386, guys. Now let's really break this down. $386, guys, you can earn that off of $15 an hour salary, guys. On $15 salary, guys. All right, so now we're gonna buy you some more time. In a 6-month period of time, which is 26 weeks, you're gonna put aside $386. That's gonna bring you to $10,036, right? $10,036, guys. Think about how much well off you'll be with $10,036 in your account, guys. So you can make that money even off making $15 an hour, right? Off of making $15 an hour, you can still find a way to put aside $386, guys. It's just that simple. Now let's look at it from eagle's eye view, right? You're gonna give yourself a whole year, which is 52 weeks, 12 months. All you're gonna put aside is $194. $194. Come on, guys. A lot of you guys spend that money on shoes, clothing, all type of frivolous things, guys. In a year's period of time, 52 weeks, for less than $200, you're gonna accumulate $10,088, guys, in your bank account just like that, guys. You're gonna be $10,000 richer just by having the discipline and the time to put aside your money on a weekly basis.
All right, guys. So you've heard the $5,000 remarks. You've heard $10,000. Now, if you really want to set yourself apart, if you really want to be financially savvy, safe, secure, you're going to want to have 20K in that emergency fund. This is not necessarily for everyone, but some people are spending way more than they earn and probably need a little bit more in that emergency account than 20,000. But 20,000 sets you apart from probably 99% of individuals on this earth. So let's talk about this. Let's break it down to how you get to $20,000 in an emergency fund. Let's look at it from a perspective of a 3-month period, 13 weeks. Guys, what you're gonna do, you're going to put $1,540 on a weekly basis for a 3-month period of time. That will bring you to $20,020. Now, that is a large chunk of change, but think about cutting some of those expenses in half. Think about, oh, maybe I am living in an apartment that is a little too big for me. You downsize. You may be saving anywhere from $600 to $1,500. Maybe you get a roommate. Right there, if you're in a large metropolitan area or a big city, you can get a roommate from anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000. If you're in Chicago, you can rent out a room for anywhere from $850 to $3,000. So put that into perspective. Now, if you don't want to fork over $1,500, $1,540 a week, let's move to a 6-month period of time of savings. So what's happening is that is going to be cut in half. And so you're going to make $770. So what you're going to do is on a weekly basis, you're going to pay $772 towards that fund. And by the end of a 6-month period of time or 26 weeks, you will have $20,072. $772 a week is not as much money as you actually think, especially if you're getting roommate income, you're downsizing, you're going to the grocery store with a mission, a plan, a budget, a list, as you will. And this is the best way to cut costs. But if these numbers are scaring you and you need more time, which some of us do need more time to get more funds and things like that, let's go to a 12-month period, 365 days, 1 year. What you're going to do on a weekly basis, you're only going to put forward into this fund $388. That'll bring you to a grand total at the end of the 52-week period, $20,176. Now think about it. Think about having that much money as a safety net. You can live comfortably however you have been living for an entire year or 6 months or however you spend your money and budget things. But a $20,000 emergency fund would set you far, head over heels apart from everyone else.
There you have it, guys. A simple way to save up $5,000, $10,000, or $20,000, guys. Just like that. We broke it down. No flim-flam here, no skills. All it was simple, basic math, guys. All you're gonna need is that discipline and consistency, and you're gonna hit your goal of whichever one you choose. With all that being said, guys, like, comment, subscribe below. Let us know which money challenge you're gonna choose. And eventually,